Ah, good old 20XXAD. It's so peaceful in these times. You love to see it. Oh no, that's the city blowing up. Oh, that's not peaceful in the slightest. A vicious army of robots. Ah, that must be Wily behind it then. Look at that. See, that's Wily's silhouette if I ever saw it. I'd know Wily anywhere, and that's it. Oh no! He took my lights! He took my doctor, no! Oh, that's Proto Man's scarf. Oh, Proto Man's the villain this time. Well, this is Mega Man 5, and I believe 100% that Proto Man just decided to be evil yesterday, and now we have to stop him. Look at that scarf, just dramatically spotlit right there. It's gonna be tragic when we get to the end of the game and have to fight our own brother. But alas, it has to be. So yes, Mega Man 5. This is kind of where the classic Mega Man series plateaus, if we're being honest. So, first thing we should note, does look really good. Like, the sprite work did get better throughout the series. That didn't plateau. Mega Man 5 just looks better than 4. I will say that. Everything else is not bad. Metools in this game, you hit them and they blow up into 3 tiny Metools. It's actually kind of adorable. But yeah, everything else is so-so. Nothing really new added to the classic series after the last game. 4 introduced the charge shot, 3 introduced slide, and that's all you really need. Jump, shoot, slide. That's all you got. That's all you need. But yeah, first things first, the song of this stage is also Secret Passage right here. You gotta charge attack to destroy it. And here we find a G. So we got a G. What does that spell? I don't know. Because that's a G. That's a single letter. Single letters rarely spell things. There are only a few words made of a single letter. But anyway, yeah. Music is It's not bad. But I don't think this game has quite as many, like, memorable songs as 4. Like, 4 I thought had a pretty solid soundtrack. This is okay, but not amazing. And of course we won't get into it in this episode, because we don't have any, but the special weapons in this game. Huge step down from Mega Man 4. Stage-wise, it's all pretty solid. You know, I can't particularly say I remember much about Stone Man's stage, but it's okay. It's not a bad first stage that I've chosen for myself, not too hard. Looks nice. Again, sprite works great, but not quite as much really stands out to me in terms of the level design. Like, I just rewatched this, and I'm already kind of forgetting, like, what really composes the stage. A lot of these floating guys, I guess. Oh, and the Spinny Platforms. Jeez, I cannot hit these guys. Yeah, so the platforms where if you stand still on them, they make you spin. They pretty much, once you jump on them, just go to a predetermined location, and then they fall, so you use them to take you elsewhere. It's a gimmick that feels weird in this stage. You know, this feels more like a mine stage, considering this is a Stone Man we're dealing with, so I don't know, I figured there'd be a little more rock-based gimmickry, but no, it's floating platforms that could really just be in any stage. They're very donut block-like. Also, here's a hidden passage. We gotta use the downgraded Rush Coil, which, yeah, Rush is now just on a weird spring, and he leaps up with you. It's kind of awkward. I don't know why they changed it, because it's not like Rush Coil was broken in the previous game. And, like, it doesn't do any more or less, I think, than old Rush Coil. But at the same time, it just does... It feels way too weird in comparison to 4's Rush Coil. I really don't know why they changed it. Anyway, this section is annoying because these platforms don't respawn on their own. You do have to respawn them manually. So yeah, even though I didn't need that E-Tank, I just decided to show off that that's probably, like, the most they use that gimmick at all. I can't even say, like, difficult or anything, it just is. It's just the most it's used in the stage. It probably gets reused in castle stages, I think, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I should also mention that, yeah, Eddie is back. He still does the same thing as he did before. He drops you a random item. If you're disappointed with it and you have the opportunity, you can just, like, go back down the screen transition, come back up, he'll have something different. RNG rerolls every time. So, here's Stone Man. He uses Power Stone once, and I don't think he really uses it again for the rest of the battle. So I will say, I think that the Charged Buster, or really just the Mega Buster in general, does less damage to bosses in this game than it does in 4. Because Buster onlying Stone Man here feels like it takes for ages. Though in parts, that's actually due to just all of the iframes he gets when he jumps around and turns into just rubble. Yeah, this is the attack he decided to use the most, the one where he's just annoying. Not necessarily more difficult, just annoying. And no, he doesn't freeze you in place when he lands, which is really weird. That's like what every heavy boss in the Mega Man series does, but not Stone Man. He's gotta be different. He just gets iframes for no reason. They really don't help him at all. It's not dangerous to turn into a pile of rubble. But apparently it just saves him from death. And for defeating Stone Man, we get Power Stone. It's a game a lot of people like, not so much good as a Mega Man Power though. But we won't see why that is until next time on Mega Man 5. Certainly this video was a thing.